Hi guys, right here. So for the new unit here, Ninfoniel here is already out and I already summoned for her because her kit looks very solid. She's able to provide a lot of massive buff and also very unique shield as well. So currently my skill up here is 113 and then mainly I went for the skill up for the 3 here because I want the additional attack boost here for 40%, which is the maximized output for the buff, right? Because you want to attack 40% and also this special shield here will increase another 40% here while active, basically giving you an 80% attack boost for your team. So this S3 here gives you attack up and also immunity, and then 2 turns of the shield which gives you 20% of her own max HP amount of shield, and when the shield is still around there, it will increase 40% of your attack while it's active. And if you pick on the main target here will get a 3 turn of attack up, 2 turns of immunity and 3 turns of the Remnant Bloom here, which is for the shield. So the S3 is where the most value she is for her because she provides you 80% defense, immunity and also the amount of shield to absorb damage. Then for your S2 here, you average all the current HP of all ally and then heals everyone. Valerian one will makes everyone HP redistribute and then give them the same amount of HP and then she's able to grant shield. But for her case is she will redistribute all the HP and then heals everyone with 10% of their own max HP. So the S2 here doesn't rely on her max HP, it's rely on their own target max HP. So if you want for more healing effect, you want to skill up for the S2. But for my case, currently I'm not going to skill up yet because I'm out of Lattice. I just mainly went for the S3 here for the additional attack boost for 40%. Then the S1 here is nothing too much, but it's giving her the chance of applying resist up for herself, so she's able to resist like all the CC thing in PvP content. So the main skill up here, if you really want to go for, you want to go for the S3. Because S3 here give you additional HP percentage stats, so you are able to provide a thicker amount of shield and also the cooldown reduction. Then the second priority, if you're going for PvP, then you might want to go for the S1 for the speed. Mainly for the speed, okay? But the S1 here, the rest of the thing here, like the multiplier, the chance of getting resist, is doing okay, but not something too important to go for. Then for your S2 here is something good to have for if you're actually trying to go for higher amount of healing, or else it doesn't really matter too much. Ideally, you want to all max, okay? But if you can't do it, then just go for something like me, just go for the S3. Alright, then currently I'm going to use her in Rengokutsu because they promote her and also get speed as the Rengokutsu new unit, right? So they are actually able to carry you in the Rengokutsu. So currently I'm trying her out with Ninfoniel, and then we have Lily here, and then Claws and Diting. So with this team here, you are able to do around like 40 seconds, even sometimes even like 38 seconds to actually clear the boss. So this team here, the only 2 units you can have a replacement is going to be Diting and Claws. So for Diting wise, you can replace with any other DPS single target unit you're using. For example, Lilium, you can use Lilium here as well. For example, Yeli, you can also use Yeli here. Basically, who is your best single target DPS, you're able to slot them in the DPS slot. So I'm going to showcase Diting here. And then for Claws part here, you can either go for Claws, or you can either go for Dina for the defense break and the vulnerable, or you can go for RC77. So the most consistent one should be RC77, which is this guy here. Cause RC77 here have multi-hit, so you have higher chance to actually trigger the defense down and also the attack down. You want some attack down here so the boss can't really do too much of the damage, but if you're a player like me, didn't actually train up RC77, then Claws might actually be the best in slot you want to go for, because Claws here can also apply damage reduction to the boss, so the boss can't really do too much damage to you. But if you want to go full out DPS, then you can go for Dina. So these are some of the replacements here. Alright, so let me show you the showcase here first when I'm using Claws. So, okay, let me set the preset now, because the Lily one should be using the Artisan. Okay, now let's take a look here. Lily will turn meter push, and then Claws here apply the debuff, like the speed down, defend down, all these things, but you miss the speed down is fine. As long as you apply the defend down, then you should be all good. Then Diting here will do damage to the boss, S3, chip down the boss HP, and White Fang increase the crit damage as well. Alright, the boss do damage. Lily here apply the Artisan for the tankiness. Cooldown reduction for Diting. Claws here turn meter control. Ninfoniel here casts another S3, apply shield for the whole team, and also buff as well. Diting cast another S3, do damage to the boss. Alright, the boss will counter attack, which is fine. You have the shield to help you block down. DD here assist for Diting to do damage. Boss do damage as well. Ninfoniel heal the whole team, and then Diting chip down. Okay, so 49 seconds, everything here actually goes very smooth. So the only condition you will actually lose is the moment clause doesn't apply defend down at all. Okay, but because I built with Dark Moon and I built my clause here very high amount of effect accuracy, so you have very high chance to actually apply all the debuff. Okay, so for example, now I apply the speed down and also the defend down. Everything here will be more smooth. Diting S3, do damage to the boss. Okay, the mob take action. Rengokutsu do damage. The boss take action is fine. Artisan. Then cooldown reduction for Diting. Diting will S3 and nuke the boss down when he takes his turn. Another S3 to apply the shield and also all the buff. Diting S3. So if you make a Diting like even better, let's say you are using count or you're using momentum or this kind of better PvE attribute, it should clear the boss even faster. Alright, 48 seconds. One time I did like 38 seconds, but it's very lucky. Alright, so let me go through first. So Lily here I'm going for as fast as possible while going for Artisan. Okay, I'm just focusing on Swift Rush. If you can go for like Swift Rush, Swift Smite, because my Artisan here is just the normal Artisan, it's not even a third module but Artisan here. Okay, then for my DPS here, I'm going with Diting, right? So my Diting here, max Diting module here is Harvest Keen Eye for Rage. If you're going for momentum, it might actually do higher damage as well. Then the shell here is going for White Fang, attack percentage, crit rate, and disorder final damage deal. Then the other two units here, the first one is going to be Claws. So I'm going for very high effect accuracy, just mainly focus on effect accuracy. My skill up here is 0, I did not skill up anything here. Then my speed is 175. Module here is going for Swift Rush and Swift Smite for the speed and effect accuracy, and going for Time Wheel set for additional effect accuracy. Then the shell, I'm going for Dark Moon to increase another effect accuracy, and my Dark Moon here applies give me insight, so I can actually have additional effect accuracy. Here, another additional 40%. So at the start of the combat, I have a 90% additional boost here, and with a 228, so my effect accuracy is 318. There's a very high chance for you to actually land the defend down. As long as you land the defend down, it will be a win for the whole match. Then the next one is going to be Ninfoniel. So the Ninfoniel here, I'm going for the skill as 113. I want a 3 here because I want the additional attack boost for the maximum output. Then the module here is going for Swift Rush and Swift Smite, basically for the speed, and then focus on 167. If you can go for max HP bonus here for the side slot, so you can get additional HP, so the more tankiness she's able to provide the shield. And the shell here is going for Codex of Magic. If you can even go for like more HP percentage here, and the last slot here can go for other thing here instead of the final damage deal. Okay, so let's say if you want to run this team and then you didn't build the thing, then you can just slot in any other DPS. For example, Lilium is going to be even a better output, but I'm going to showcase Yeli here. So the Yeli one is going for Revelation. Let me build back the Yeli. Alright, so the Yeli here, I'm going for Foray, Keen Eye for H is going for Revelation. Alright, then it's a max skill Yeli. So if you're using Yeli, then you just slot in replace the DPS slot here. Everything here will go the same thing. Okay, the same thing. So Claws here apply the debuff. Then Ninfoniel here will apply the buff for the whole team. Yeli here will self buff and also cast S3 to defend and break them. Alright, then poke, just keep on poking to do damage. Personally, I prefer to use Diting because it's more consistent rather than the Yeli RNG wise. Because Yeli's S1 poke is RNG. Ninfoniel casts another S3 to apply buff for the whole team. Yeli casts another S3 of Revelation. Alright, poke the boss down. So if Yeli actually poke faster or more often, then it might actually be faster than the Diting team. Left a little bit, then heal up. Extra turn for Yeli. Poke, poke, last hit. Nope, didn't trigger. Regokutusu do damage. Claws here do damage to the boss. And yeah. So Yeli one is a little bit more RNG because depends on how many poke. If the poke is actually more often, you might actually clear Rengokutsu even faster than the diting team, or you can use a more consistent one. It should be Lilium. Lilium one can also provide a very consistent team because it's no RNG factor in it. As long as your clause applies the defend down, that it will be a win. Okay, S3, apply the buff. Yeli S3. So if Yeli pokes more S1 here, then it will clear the boss even faster. 1 hit, 2 hit. And also the immunity here comes in very handy, so the mob here can't really silence your team. So your team here won't get affected by the silence. Alright, turn meter control. Apply another buff. Apply shield for the whole team. Yeli here casts another S3. Do damage to the boss. 1 poke. Only 1 poke. Right, yeah. So in terms of consistency wise, then I will say diting one will be better, or Lilium. Yeli one depends on how many poke you do. Regokutusu do damage. Lily turn meter push for Yeli. So Yeli take another turn S1, another S1, then clear. Alright, so hope this team actually help you guys out and also enlighten you guys how strong Ninfoniel is, because she's able to provide a massive amount of shield and also the buff is massive. I think she's the only unit here that can provide you 80% attack, and she will shine in a lot of content, not to mention in PvP as well, when you can apply immunity, apply a shield so you can actually block all those bramble counter attack from the bruiser, and 80% attack can make a lot of your unit actually do a lot damage to the enemy as well. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Trencan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, First Law, D&D, thank you so much for your support. And special thanks to the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ Riggs, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.